who is supposed to initiate for sex? Is it men all the time?
Anyone can initiate. Actually, it becomes sweet when a woman initiates.
Let's talk about timing. When is the appropriate time to have sex?
Issues related to maybe your work schedule may say that I am a morning person. Issues related to my duties of work may say that I'm an evening person. But it has no timing. Has no timing. And there's nothing that is so sweet that would make your man go home early than knowing that you're not a set time person.
Hello, our people. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending with where you are watching us from. People from diaspora, we want to honor you. Thank you for your love. Thank you for following us. I want to mention a few. We have Christine Mugoko, Grace Sami. They are watching us from South Africa. We have Morgan watching us from Spain. We have Wamureidi Dorcas all the way from US of A. Pauline Jerry Kijo from Dubai. We have Tanzania. Majirani wetu hapa Tanzania. We have Andy and Joel Mulenga. Asanteni sana. We are so happy that you have joined us. This is Couples Will Show, and this is where we write down our love while we are alive. As we have always said, we don't want our love story to be read when we are gone. We don't want our love story to be told when we are 6 feet under. And this can only be found on Wema TV, the voice of hope. My name is Willie Kinyash, and tonight we are having a hot discussion. There are many marriages out there. They are dying because of the issues of bedroom. And that's why tonight we want to talk about the sex-starved marriages. Who can come and do this talk? I have an amazing guy. He is a professional MC and he talks to people about sex. His name is J Mo. Karibu sana bro.
Yes, how are you?
Good.
It's an honor to be here. Just an amazing place.
Yes.
We thank God.
Yes.
Finally that we have managed to be in studio.
We have planned this for a very long time, since last year.
God, you see, in time, sometimes in life, you get busy.
Yes.
Thinking that you will be able to manage 1, 2, 3 things. And it comes a time when you try to fix yourself to fit in. Then now the business fits you.
Yes.
But we want to thank God because we are here today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming. We are honored to have you here.
Yes.
I know you are a very, very busy man.
We
so
thank God.
Finding time to be here, we feel honored.
We thank God for the grace.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe you can say hi to the viewers and tell them your names even as we continue.
Thank you. My names are James Gashao or Jemojiz, a born again, a father and a husband to one wife, Ruth. And I'm so grateful to be here. So I want to say hi to my viewers that are watching us and don't move the dial. Stay there as you watch us.
Yes.
Yes.
You're also a gospel minister.
Nowadays,
you sing. You have a band.
Yes, I have a band. I'm a director of Nisi Band. Actually, director of Nisi Band and also a director of MC Africa.
Yeah.
Because we do events based within the line of wedding industry.
Yes.
And I think being here today is an encouragement to us who are in events because we deal with people that are initiating or that are beginning to join the marriage institution. So it is an honor to be here.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So as we start, we are talking about sex-starved marriages. So to begin with, what is sex-starved marriage?
Well, I would want to take viewers just back in a minute and tell them that marriage is an institution when it is an institution, it has so many things running from top to bottom. Marriage is about creativity.
Yes.
It is about willingness. It is about selflessness. So when we talk about starvation in marriage or sex-starved marriage, we are talking about a marriage that is denied some rights, some conjugal rights. There is someone or there is a party that is not entailing to do the rightful thing to satisfy the other party.
Wow.
Yes.
So that is what we can say, that is the sex-starved marriage.
You see, starvation is about lack,
Yes.
not about stagnation. There's lack.
There's something that is lacking.
Just like you would eat your food. You see, when you talk to nutritionists, they will tell you that you have to take vitamin, you take protein, you take carbs,
Yes.
take starch, you have to balance yourself, eat fruits, so at least you can have a healthy body,
Yes.
nutritional body. The same case happens to marriage. So when sex is starved in marriage, that means there's a part that is missing.
Yeah.
And that part that is missing, maybe there is a nutrition that is supposed to be added to make sure that we fit in to give the nutrition that is needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what causes the sex-starved marriage? Or
Well,
what are the pitfalls?
Well, as I said, my marriage is an institution. And when you fail within one department, when you fail to work within the lines of your area, that means you will start having starvation. For example, if you are in a house where you pay electricity, you pay water, you pay your bills, and you fail to pay, that means you will not have running water on your taps or in the taps. You will not have the electricity because you have failed to. Starvation in marriage just happens that way. When you fail to offer what is supposed to be. Now, one of the reasons why we have such within the modern society is because people do not want to give themselves. They do not want to share. They don't want to care. They don't want to love. They don't want to take the responsibility because marriage is about responsibility. See? Now, the areas that you will check on, one of the reasons I would really like to focus on today, it is within the sex. There's something we call intimacy. Intimacy is a school. It is a school. And intimacy, when you fail to appreciate your partner, either positively or negatively, you will start having starvation. When you fail to appreciate, when you fail to avail yourself, the affection will not be there because appreciation raises self-esteem. Acceptance, it gives a sense of belonging. So there are so many marriages starving because the wife has not been yet appreciated. The hubby has not been accepting the truth because you got a wife at that time, maybe she was curvy, looking good, beautiful, or the features that you were looking in, and you have now kids, and the body has now started taking another shape, and you start feeling like this is not
size 8. Now it is.
And now it's becoming actually not even size 9. You see, even for those people who do fashion, there is catwalk and there is hippopotamus walk. So when you married your wife within the line of catwalk. Now we are in the hippo. So there are people now that change. It may also give reasons to why starvation is there. Yeah, but most of the times it's all about intimacy. Yes.
But what happens to this man? Maybe there's this man now who entered into this institution in mind because this girl is curvy. Now there's no more curviness, if there's such a word. So what happens to this man? How do you deal now with this? Now we are not in the line of catwalk. Now it is hippo. How is that man supposed to deal with that issue?
Well, marriage is not about beauty. Marriage is not about muscles. Marriage is not about money. There's something beyond that. You see, it is an institution that was started by God. It was initiated by God. Many men, we go for the look. Because, as you know, men were created to see, to love, to taste, and test. So within that line, any man, there's something we call the sight hunger, the vision hunger. Men were created within that thing. As I'm walking through the road and I would find a beautiful woman, it is normal for a man to check, to see.
Okay. So if someone is not checking,
to see.
Or if someone is not checking a beautiful lady passing by, somehow.
Well, either the wife has fed the eyes well,
You're a wise man.
or the man is stuffing.
You're a wise man.
You see, so within that line, so you find that many men, when they are choosing for qualities to marry, they do not insert the ideal of God in it. Because marriage is a purpose of God.
Yes.
And a man becomes sober. A man becomes right when you follow the purpose of God in marriage. That is when you get the right person. So within that context, if you choose the wrong partner, I mean, a wrong partner is like you would have maybe you had an injury, or you have broken a leg or your hand, and when you go to the physician or to the hospital, they exchange your bone with another, so you will not fit. So within that line, when you marry someone that is not right, expectations to change that person is really difficult. Yeah.
You know, I'm also thinking, as young people are growing, we tend to say that sex is evil, because as we were growing up, we were told sex is evil. So as we are growing up, we don't hear about the issue of having pleasure, the orgasm. We don't hear such words. We just hear it is evil. Don't do it. You know, can that be a cause of many marriages now going through the sex starvation?
Well, there has been that myth about sex and money, that money is the root cause of all evils. My friend, money is good. Money is sweet.
Yes.
Sex is sweeter when done in the right way and the right time. So now, the notion about sex is evil, I really do not think it plays a role within the starvation in marriage. Starvation is a character-driven issue. When I do not like my wife, something that I do not like, I will not commit myself into. Priorities of the person that I'm dating or the person that I'm within in the institution with matters so much. So now the issue about that sex is evil really may not be a drive within starvation in marriage. It is not a drive. It is within the mindset. Because maybe if you check on within the line of men, and then from there I go to women, the way we approach, I'm saying we because I'm a man.
Yes.
The way we approach this issue matters. Number one, we all know the languages of love.
Yeah.
One being the gift, communication, act of service.
Physical touch. And quality time.
Yes. We all know that. So now the act of service is missing. In any time you have starvation, act of service, giving service, romance, because romance is a package, depending on how you pack it. So there are so many factors you will have to consider, other than saying that sex is evil, because it is not, when done the right way. Maybe the issue, you just mentioned about orgasm. You see, there are areas that you need to check on as you work within the line of sex, because we're here to have an open talk, to educate someone, so that they can be able to understand and know which area am I failing, and how do I succeed, on how do I progress from where I've been stagnating. You see, now there are areas that we will have to check. One, intimacy, as I had said earlier. Foreplay. Foreplay plays a great role within the line of sex.
Yes.
It plays a great role. And there are stages we normally call, there are 4 stages within the line of sex, or within the line of foreplay, which one is excitement stage.
Excitement stage.
If you are not excited within that course, there are areas you will not go. When I'm talking about excitement stage, it's about when you prepare your body, or you prepare your partner's body for the act. So if the preparation misses, then starvation will be part of it. Because we are having a generation of men who are not preparing their women.
When should this preparation start?
You see, romance is a package. So it depends on how you pack it. It starts with communication. How do you communicate? How do you relate? Do you have the willingness to do that? Because there are disorders within the line of sex. Sometimes you may find your wife moody. She's not in the mood of sex. Sometimes your hubby is within going through stress and various challenges in life and is not within the mood of sex. So he or she may be having the disorder, the sex disorder. Yes, I want to have it, but I am not ready. So now that is when you're supposed to prepare. From the time she's in the office or when you're in the office, you're sending on the messages, relating to one another, the building. You appreciating her or him for who he is or who she is. Yep.
So there was the excitement.
The excitement stage. The excitement plays a great role to avoid starvation. Because when a woman is excited, the body flows. The release of endorphins, hormones, comes when you foreplay. So at least you can have the lubrication. Just like money is a lubricant, foreplay is a lubricant. You getting me?
Yes.
So now, when a woman is well excited, the preparation is set. She becomes now set for the act. Stage 2 is something we call orgasmic stage. Orgasmic stage. Orgasmic stage. Because women were created to be taught. Orgasm, they are reached within particular levels. And I don't know whether it is right to speak it out over here.
Yes, this is a couples show. So we are educating people out there, and we are also learning us here. So that's why the couples will show comes at 9:45 when the kids are already asleep.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So it is important you note, if you're following us or if you're watching us, that orgasm has stages. Women were created to learn, so they are supposed to be taught on reaching orgasm. There are people within marriage now that have never had an orgasm. They do not know what is that kind of language. So sometimes they are just having it, but never been taught. So now, when a woman is within the line of orgasmic stage, that is when she starts now realizing, discovering her potentials hidden in her about sex. That is the time, through the foreplay, that she is able to groan. The groaning moment. It's called actually the orgasmic stage is called the groaning period. When you would hear them sing the hula baloo songs,
yes, speaking in tongues. Yes.
Some even saying that kill me, yes, I have been whatever, all those languages, you understand?
Yes.
Because it is within that moment. So if you have a man that do not understand that the system and the stages that the woman is in, definitely she will not really be satisfied. And lack of satisfaction will lead us to starvation. You see? So now there is another stage that we normally call the resolution stage.
The resolution stage.
And there is now the plateau stage. So from the excitement, we start from excitement stage, we go to plateau. Plateau. So plateau is that when we see, I don't know whether you did geography about plateaus.
Yes.
Falling of rocks and whatever. That is when falling of rocks happens in the body. So at least to reach an orgasm. So through the orgasm, now you go to the resolution. The resolution is when the woman wants to settle, to relax. The resolution state is when other people say that this is a cloud 9 session. When the woman just want to be touched. But we have a generation of men, maybe within that line, you would find that they're kind of pushing it so hard to an extent that the woman will now stop enjoying whatever stages she was taken through or she was in. So within that, the stage of resolution, if it is not well taken care of, it may also lead to starvation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hold it right there. Yes, it's fire. It's fire. It's fire. What are you learning tonight? We are talking about the starvation, the sex starvation in marriage. Would love to know where you are watching us from. Kindly leave a comment there. Let us know where you are watching us from. And we are grateful for the support. We are grateful for the love that you have shown us. This is Couples Will Show, and this is where we write down our love will while we are alive. Tonight, the house is on fire. we have just learned about those stages. What have you learned? Let's continue. Now, my friend.
Yes.
Now, after all these stages, we are done with the business. What are you supposed to do as a man? Because I've had women out there complain. After Kilisha, jamaa ashangorota.
Well, okay. Sex is broad. Satisfaction is still broad. You see, the heart of a woman is like a river that depends on environment and weather. So, even the Bible talks about that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. We have a generation of men that not want to take course to study a woman. Because a woman alone is an institution. Understanding a woman demands a lot of attention. Attention from the financial line, but mostly on the sexuality section. So now, because each and everyone's heart has a language. A woman has a language that deserves her. In her heart, if the man does not understand her language, there are levels he will never hit to make sure that the woman is safe and better. So now, the challenges of you have already done it. Tumemaliza. Evil. The guy is now nangorota pale. I don't know what is happening.
And the lady is there
we asking.
We just done it. I mean, why can't you just hold me?
You see, preparation. And I think from the word go, I talked about intimacy. Intimacy. Sex is not just about intercourse. It is not about the act. And I'm normally advising, because I've been moving around advising men. There's something we call carnal sex, the cunnilingus, sex by mouth. So if you know that you're not stable enough to sustain pleasure for your wife, then you need to work on that line. The carnal sex, sex by mouth. You need to study the erogas areas, the erogas zones of your wife. Do take a lot of study, know the body and the response, how she responds. So at least you not just become over here, hurry and dig, and as you go, you're going home. Now, you need to study well. So at least you will not leave her hanging. That point of hanging is an opening door for starvation. And it has led to so many getting out of wedlock. It has led to so many marriages run within that line, because you're having a man here who is selfish. When the satisfaction is within his range, he doesn't want to consider the other party. And that now the partner is now left over there asking so many questions. I don't know, I would not have initiated this one. I would prefer to just as in stay that way. And it is not right. So now, for men, you know what you're supposed to do. If you realize that you're weak within that line, and also women, because they play a great role. You see, the sex is like a game. There are people shouting, they are the players.
Yes.
So you need to keep on encouraging. But we have now another group of women who stay there. They are dumb. They are now talking. You never know whether they are in Sambu or they are in Grigori. You don't know where they are going. They're stuck. So you're just working. You don't know whether you are hitting the goal or you're not.
Yes.
No communication.
So the man is wondering.
Even wondering.
Kuna kazi kweli nafanya hapa.
One of the biggest challenges if you ever want to challenge a man is just be quiet when he's performing. That silence is a killer. And sometimes when the silence is on, that is when you find men closing their eyes, imagining of the beauty times he ever had. So you need to get your man out of the beauty moments he ever had from the past and bring the reality into course.
God have mercy.
So it is an issue that is affecting so many. And I believe we are now within the era of educating our men.
Yes. And
also our women, because I know you have those forums to make sure that they get in an information. So if you find yourself that you are not satisfied as a woman, there are also areas you need to check on. How is your reaction? How is your response? Were you part of the game? Because you may be in the game, but you're not part of the game.
Yes. You're just there.
You're just there to pass time. And amalize aende. Which is not right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's talk about timing. when is the appropriate time to have sex? Because you'll hear there are some people who are morning people.
The glory.
Yes, morning glory, morning devotion. The others, they are night people. So how do we strike a balance? Because you might find your wife is a night person and yourself, you are a morning person. How do you strike the balance?
I personally do not think there is, because sex and romance, intercourse can be done everywhere.
Anytime.
You get my point? Anytime. In my place, there is a dice. It's good to say. So it talks about kitchen, bathroom, table room, the stairs, the garden. So if you roll a dice and goes to the garden, all of us will run to the garden and have our fun. We enjoy it. If it is to the kitchen, you go to the kitchen. Because it is about how you create it. More of time is about willingness and creativity. Understanding that issues related to maybe your work schedule may say that I am a morning person. Issues related to my duties of work may say that I'm an evening person. But it has no timing. Has no timing. I've seen several couples. I had a discussion with several couples, and they were within that range. And there's nothing that is so sweet that would make your man go home early than knowing that you're not a set time person. You see, if you're a morning glory person, you have to wait until morning. But most of the people that would say that it is within their time frame is because they have not yet done research. They have not done investigated, because it can be done anywhere. Actually, women were created naughty. They have two sides of life. There's the innocent life and there's the naughty side of life. And that is the reason you find that even when they are walking on the road, they would find a man over there, they would find a guy over there and say, "Hi, you're looking beautiful, you look sweet. I wish I can see your man. He must be the luckiest man on this planet." And at home, there's no response. There's no response because they were created to feel. To feel. Now, if that doesn't happen, then there are areas that will keep on saying that I am staying over here because I'm a night person. A night person, maybe because of stress, because all stress may lead to that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about initiating. Who is supposed to initiate for sex? Is it men all the time?
Women are taught. Men are also taught. You may find that your partner knows some ideas. You don't have an idea. But we are living in a society that doesn't want to research. Some of them will even touch this way. So when they touch, you know they want where they are heading.
There's a certain uguzo, you know, that this is man.
When the uguzo is on whatever, you realize that whatever the communication is telling me that we had to this direction.
Yes.
But anyone can initiate. Actually, it becomes sweet when a woman initiates.
Wow. Can you say that again?
It becomes sweet when ladies initiate it. Some of us initiate as a man. It becomes sweet. It's only that we don't talk. It's only that they may not open up. But it becomes more sweeter when the ladies or the woman initiate. Yep.
So, as you wind up, what is the solution of stopping all this starvation, sex starvation in marriage?
Number one, we say that marriage is an institution. Understanding how to run an institution is important. Just like money, sex is a lubricant that makes marriage flow. It makes intimacy flow. And I wonder why there is flow over there, lubrication, because it is meant for that. Whenever there is an institution and people are not connecting well, there are things that will not go right. But to help stop starvation, number one, make sure there is flow within the line of communication. Make sure there is flow within the line of intimacy. Make sure there is flow within the lines of understanding each other. Make sure there is flow within making sure that we take our marriage from point A to B. It is about willingness. It is about creativity. It is about the passion to do it. and also creating friendship, because we have people in marriage, they are partners but not friends. Yeah.
The last one. When is sex supposed to end?
Sex. Does it have an end line?
That is at the age frame.
Just amazing. If you check on the sexual cycle, sometimes for younger generation that are in marriage, you may think that marriage has a program that is supposed to end to a particular point. No. But I would want to say these words as I say my remarks to your question. Most men are active from the age of 13. There's a reason why I've said so, the age of 13. Age of 13, you're able to feel yourself. You're active. To around 60, you can do and perform well. But the issues of the living that we are in, or the kind of the situation that we are in, you find that from the lifestyle, that is from 35 years to around 55, because a man is there competing with the partners at work, building, educating kids. So you may find that the pleasure within the line of sex is really not perfect. Whereas women from 30 up to their time of menopause, they are burning. That is when they are much more active. And that's the reason you find that there is a lot of challenges within the line of people in marriage. Because when a man is so busy, that is when the woman wants to be addressed. That is when she is looking for it. That is when she want to be hit perfect. That is when she wants to feel, yes, I had a man. That is when she wants to feel someone is in charge. The general was there, or was here. But we find a generation of whereby us, we're so busy working, your tight schedule, competing with your friends. You want to have the Range Rover, you want to have your mansions, you want to have your kids over there. So those issues may make men maybe to lower their libido, but it has no airtime, and not unless it is an issue within the line of health.
Okay.
The Bible talks about David, when they wanted to test whether David was perfect, they brought a virgin at the old age. When the man was not able to rise up, and they say that this man is now gone. So I mean, say that not unless there is an issue of health, as long as you're stable, as long as you're healthy, you can proceed.
Fanya kazi.
Kabisa.
Wow.
Mpaka umalizie.
Yes. We are happy.
Thank you.
Thank you for creating time.
Amen.
And coming to be with us.
Amen.
Your parting shot.
Thank you. I may say that don't be part of making sure that your marriage is thriving. Be part of making it flow. Don't be part of stagnating your marriage. Have the flow. You have the keys, ignite, open the door, and have joy, have pleasure. Thank you so much.
Wow. Amazing. Our viewers, we come to the end of tonight's show. What is your take home? What have you learned? Kindly leave a comment there. And I want to end by saying this. Let us spend more time in our bedrooms more than we spend in our boardrooms. Otherwise, we will make our bedrooms to be our boardrooms. This is Couples Will Show, and this is where we write down our love will while we are alive. My name is Willie Kinyash, and for now, it is a good night. God bless you, and God bless your marriage. Go ahead.